Hello everyone and welcome back to Engineer's Life episode number 13. Since we last left off, well, the AC's been fixed, thankfully. Just been trying to catch up among doing some other things around my apartment and everything, and so I haven't really had a chance to do too much. I was kind of poking around a little bit because I was just messing around, but using these boots of blinding speed that we got to kind of go around. I know it looks dark, but that's just a blinding thing, but you can see there's the sun there. These are a little dangerous, as you can tell, but super useful if we want to try to like get around in the world really quick like. So it's very nice to find these in this sense, and with Step Up it makes it so much nicer, so we can get out here to this, you know, wonderful area to get maybe some more. It's unfortunate, though, that we can't really climb that much. So we can get all the way out here to this desert area and such. Ooh, chest. Hey, more capacitor and stuff. Unbreaking 3. That might come in handy. So I read some comments on the last episode, and you guys were telling me about some ways we could maybe go about trying. Oh my gosh, there's another minecart. Dude, we're getting so lucky. Hey, I'll take some torches. I don't mind, and some gold ingots. I'll take what I can get here. And, yeah, I actually looked through JEI as well, which is something I kind of didn't think about. But, yeah. I didn't see the Ender IO Enchanter, which means it does mean it's disabled. But someone said something about the Infernal one, which there is an Infernal one, I believe, from, oh my goodness, an Infernal Enchanter from, I think, is it better with mods? Or another, good lord. Oh my goodness. These things are dangerous, in a sense. They are extremely dangerous. So we can probably do that. I'm not going to try to focus on it too much, but it seems like there's something that it was meant to do, but it's just not there anymore. Or maybe just didn't get applied to the pack yet, is what I'm basically trying to get to. So I'm guessing maybe it's an intended thing, but not there yet. And I'm not 100% sure on this, so we're not going to worry about it too much for the time being. We're just going to try to progress the way that we know we can with some of the resources that we've been getting fairly easily. As you can see, we've been getting our iron and our gold pretty well from just doing, things from loot bags and such. So we can place them in our crucible to get some resources back from them if we need be. So if we hit use on these, okay, so nothing on those. Nothing in the crucible for those. What about this guy? No, but we can use these things. I mean, they're good stuff to have, that's for sure. We just don't have anything we can toss into the crucible to get and melt down at the moment. But let's go ahead and take a look at some quests, shall we? See what we can find and see what we can get maybe to do something along the way. So in the mechanical age, we still need to make the planter. And the magnet, actually, I might actually make the magnet, because I do like magnets, and I like that magnet. That magnet is very nice. Of course, working towards making the blast brick would be pretty nice. We do have most of this pretty much set up and ready to go. We do need to cook up some clay, though. We do need to get some bricks made. So let's go get some clay from the other side and toss those into some of our furnaces and get those running and going real quick. And then we'll start figuring out this nether sludge that we need to make. Alright, so let's just grab like, I was gonna say like 4 stacks, but honestly 3 should, I'm assuming 3 would be more than enough, right? Make sure we don't have anything left over here. Let's also grab a stack of cobblestone while we're here. We're gonna just make up a few more furnaces. Torches. You're a funny guy, Bentley. You're funny. You're funny like haha. Hey, you know what? Let's just wait. That was not clay. Give me the clay. Thank you. So I'm still just a little off. My mind's just kind of wandering, and didn't sleep too amazing. last night. It wasn't nothing to do with the AC, but it was fixed beforehand. It just a lot of stuff going on, you know what I mean? And your mind wanders, and you know you get through it. It just takes a little bit to work yourself through it, basically. So I apologize, but I'm working. I'm doing my best. I'm trying. Fake laugh always hides things, right? Makes you feel good. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at this. So let's make the magnet. So we're just kind of following along the quest line here, just to kind of see if there is anything that we're going to see along the way that will actually help us a little bit better than what we're seeing currently. Maybe there's something hidden along the way that we just haven't found yet, you know? So that's what I'm kind of hoping for. So we're just going to go ahead and grab this. It seems like something has to do with enchanting, because it has these here, but it doesn't say anything, obviously, and it gives you the bottles of enchanting, and we are doing all right on that so far. So I'm kind of wondering if there is something that we can do or get eventually to help us out. Maybe, I'm not sure. I was actually thinking about auto smelt. So if you type in auto, you can see that there is the fiery pickaxe, and I'm wondering if using that coupled with fortune would maybe help out a little bit. I know there's a auto smelt mechanic in Tinkers, but I don't know if it's going to just make it into nuggets or if it's just going to convert it into iron. So I mean, that's a thought, right? So you got like auto smelt superheat on this yellow garnet, but we aren't anywhere close to that. So just a thought I've been just kind of thinking about. Let's go ahead and take a look at this blast brick again. So we need hardened nether sludge, and we need the sludge block, which means we need nether sludge, which means we need hellfire dust with pot ash. To get pot ash, looks like we just put some planks inside of our stoked cauldron here. But we need it stoked. Alright. Well, first things first, we know we're going to need some netherrack, so let's go ahead and let that loud, obnoxious sound start on its way. And in the meantime, do I have any wood laying about? I think this is my wood chest over here, yeah. We are getting a little low on wood, it seems. I might have some more over this way. We might have to go get some trees felled. Ah, there we go. Some spruce wood. That's perfect. That'll work for now. We'll go pop these on the saw real quick. Get a little extra out of our wood. A little less time to have to worry about things as well. Oops. You know what, that's fine. We'll just leave that there for the moment. You just sit here, just hold your right click down. Enjoy the wonderful sounds of ghasts dying behind us. And all of that good stuff. So how much of this do we actually need, I wonder? This is kind of the hard part, I think, is trying to get these nether sludge bricks. So we'll stop this after we get, like, one after we get our stack back. So right there. Alright, so that should be nice even 4 of those. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and turn off our hibachi to make sure we don't break our crucible into the fire. So always be very cautious. The same would go about this guy, but we can grab him relatively easily. So we're going to put our cauldron down, pick this guy back up, go ahead and let that thing get stoked up. There we go. And we'll toss a little bit of our spruce wood planks inside of our cauldron, and that should get that going. I'm not sure if there's any other alloys that we can actually make that would help us out here. There might be, but as you can see, we got our heating elements. We got some hellfire dust, which is something else we do need. And let's go ahead and take a look. Let's type in blast brick. I'm not really sure what the steel's going to be used for. I'm assuming it's going to be used for something like tech, because I've looked at the pickaxes and stuff like that. A lot of them are disabled. So, probably something to do with just making like machine frames and stuff like that. So, the pot ash is getting made. Actually, the pot ash is in the stoked cauldron, correct? Alright, just making sure on that. And then this goes in a regular cauldron. So maybe we ought to make a regular cauldron to swap back and forth between these two. That might not be the worst idea in the world. So let's go ahead and maybe do that. Alright, so what do we need for another cauldron? Because I kind of forgot already. So for a regular cauldron, we need the iron lumps. Ooh, maybe not. Yeah, that was a little expensive. I don't know if I really want to spend all that iron just to get some of that, another one of those. I don't really think I want to do that. So we're just going to wait. Let's get a little bit more hellfire dust made up. We should be able to do that. We should have a good amount of our ground netherrack ready. I'm just double checking real quick and making sure that we don't have any extras laying around and about. Okay, a little bit of that. Should get us what we need. There we go. 22 at the moment. Let's go ahead and make that 24. There we go. Alright, so we're getting somewhere. We got our hellfire dust. We got a little bit of potash being made. Not bad. Not bad. Alright, so while that cooks up, we're going to kind of multitask a little bit. So let's go ahead and maybe make these things. We are going to need the urn, so we might as well go ahead and do this. An urn is traditionally used as a container for the ashes of the deceased, and it can be placed as an aesthetic block. But I'm pretty sure we need this in terms of crafting us some soul-forged steel. So let's go ahead and see what we need to do. We're going to need an iron ingot, soul flux. Interesting. Oh wait, no, that's okay, never mind. We just need to do that. Okay, that's just showing you how to make the soul forged steel. That was actually kind of interesting. I clicked on it and it was showing you how you get the urn, the actual urn back. But when you get the soul urn, or maybe that's what we need to do. We put the soul urn place underneath the hopper. So we would place it, so it's actually not a bad thing we have this underneath. As you can see, it still spouts it out. So every time we put that inside of there, it puts it into the urn. So we're gonna try that out real quick. Let's go ahead and get us a block of clay, which I'm pretty sure we still have, because we were anticipating we were gonna need more. And let's go ahead and do this. So we're gonna let this do its thing, I think. Is that a speed thing? Yeah, I think it is. So we want to take this down to, not that one. Not that one. There's still one more. There we go. Got it. Alright, so it's cool that we actually get some clay back from that, so we don't have to use all of our clay for this. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look in the book one more time. It just says urn, right? So I'm assuming we're probably going to want to just put this in the kiln, so we can get the actual urn out of this. And there we go. Being made. So this is going to take a bit. We should have had that going already probably, but there we go. Urn. Quest completed. A little XP in the pocket. So we can use that to start working on maybe making us some soul forged steel. So if we hit uses on this, we can actually, yes, now we can put this under there. So yeah, it's actually just a regular urn. So we can do that, put the nether rank dust. 8 of those will fill up the urn. So we should have that now. Let's go ahead and place this underneath. As you can see, it looks like it almost connects flawlessly. So we're going to grab 8 of these, and we're going to toss these all on there at the same time. Or attempt to. I don't know if we have to or not, but looks like that worked. It popped it down on the ground, and there's the soul urn. Very nice. That worked out well. Alright, so let's go ahead and use on this. Void urn. What does that one do? Oh, that's kind of interesting. Some new stuff I've never seen. Alright, so we need some coal or charcoal dust. The soul flux is interesting. I've never seen this before. So, oh, this is why. Yeah, that's new to me. So we need endstone, and there's actually no way of getting endstone. I guess maybe then going to the end. So getting the next part of this is probably gonna be a little tedious. Unless we found some endstone, and I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure we have not found any endstone. Unless it spawned somewhere else. So I guess we're kind of out of luck on getting the soul forged steel at the moment. Unless there is a different recipe. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. So pretty much it looks like we're going to have to go there in order to achieve that. Unless there is... Okay, yeah, I didn't think so. I mean, we could find these different items down here. I mean, look at that. Find sword. That would be awesome to have, but these are disabled. I already looked. It's just still showing up in there. Now, someone did mention the refined matic, which I believe is something else we could possibly use for mining and maybe enchanting. So we could maybe look at doing something like that, but for now it looks like we're kind of stuck on that guy, away from that. So we might as well just go ahead and do the planter. Let's see, so let's get our 4 clay. I need to find my bucket. Oop, that was it. There we go. Wait, what happened? Oh, it put it there. That makes sense, I guess. Alright, let's go ahead and sleep. Mobs can still get into our house. I actually was AFKing there for a little bit, and I was kind of still in there, but not, you know, in the game, and then I just heard a zombie, like, gnawing on my face. So, not completely safe, but for the most part, that was the first time. So, not really the worst. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. Give it a couple whirly durls. And we should have another clay block. So this is the last one that we really need for the quests to just make us the planter, which we could grow some hemp in there, but I think we're actually doing fine on hemp. I don't think we really need to worry about growing anymore, unless we just want to for aesthetics. Alright, so let's go ahead and set this up to like that maximum speed, because the next one is the one we want, and we should be able to break it faster than it changes. Indeed. There we go. And all we got to do is toss this onto our stoked kiln here. Fire it up. Quest completed. Nice and easy. So there is kind of a reason why we are trying to follow along the quest book, because it seems like this pack is changed quite a bit of like recipes, mechanics, and all of that. And I really like it. I really do. I think it's very interesting and a lot of fun. I feel like we got into some spots where we kind of get a little stuck at times, you know what I mean? So, just working on that and trying to figure it out. I think we just kind of need to work through some of the actual quests to see what we uncover at some point later on. So we're just going to make up a stack. That's probably more than what we actually need. But we can maybe make more kilns if necessary at some point. Let's go ahead and see. Let's see. So if we hit use on this, that makes 8 nether sludge per 1. And we have 10. Okay, so for every 1, we get 8. And that makes 4, so that makes 2. So we get like what? From this, we would get 20? Yeah, something like that, I think. We'll let that run to like 12 and see what we get from there. So let's go ahead and kind of poke around a little bit here. Practical 2. Ooh. Portable crafter. We get an iron ration. Don't really know if I want to waste an iron ingot on just portable crafting at the moment. So let's not worry about that just yet. Let's take a look around, make sure we're not missing anything too crazy. We do need to get mine a block to actually do that. Some of these are just kind of like, eh. We could start working on cooking for blackheads. Start getting our kitchen set up. Trying to see like what would be, oh, that's right, we have all of that grout cooked up. So let's go ahead and grab that and start setting up maybe a possible very small smeltery, which is very nice. So first things first, let's craft up the heart of our smeltery. We're gonna need at least 1 drain, and we're probably gonna at least want 1 of these faucets. We're definitely gonna need 1 of these, which is going to be great because we can actually use this now to like hold actual lava, which is awesome. So we can actually fill these up and bring it up here, because we can't put it inside of these. These will not hold hot fluids. I already tried. Doesn't work that way. Alright, so let's go ahead and pull these out. That's enough of that for now. Turn that off. Let's go ahead and place you back down right over a regular fire. Put you in there with a little bit of hellfire dust. Alright, so that should start doing something. Correct? Seems like this is going to take a bit. Gosh, those are slow. It would be nice to have more of those, but that takes a lot of iron, which is something we just don't have a bunch of at the moment. Alright, so we got most of what we need for the smeltery. Let's go ahead and see what else it's asking for. And it's just seared bricks, okay. Okay, so that's going to leave us another 3, and that should be enough for a very small smeltery. But we got it completed, and we got ourselves another copper chest. Not the best storage in the world, but it's a little bit better than just a single chest. A little less than a regular double chest, but very nice. Alright, so we got that. Let's see if this unlocked. Okay, it didn't. I was kind of hoping it was going to, like, unlock something else. We can use the smeltery for, I guess, alloying and maybe getting a little bit of extra out of some stuff, but it's not going to be super useful at the moment until we want to, I guess, maybe just pour out more metals. Because I already looked at, like, the recipes. If we hit, like, uses on this and look at smelting, obviously we see, like, there's 332 recipes, right? But if you want to kind of go through this and take a look, you can see our iron lumps only gives us 1 iron. It's not going to double it. That was turned off. We can melt down a bunch of different things. Like, we could get our bronze back from our survivalist pickaxe if we want to, since we can't really do too much with it unless we probably get a book. But you can kind of see the point here. So everything's just kind of giving us the same amount that we're basically kind of getting now. So it might be able to melt down some things that we're not able to melt down currently. So I guess maybe that's something. But we're just going to make a very tiny smeltery for the moment until we get a little bit more grout made. Place our regular one down there. Let's put that there. We'll put our tank there. Actually, we'll put the tank on the other side for the moment. And we're going to need seared bricks. We're going to need our... Actually, we'll put the drain up here. There we go. Oops. So this is just a very small, very basic smeltery. Nothing too crazy about it. As you can see, it's already working because it's lit up there. And we actually don't have enough to do another layer until we get like 1 more seared brick, which is something we could do. But we also don't have a table. What we can do, though, if I'm not mistaken, is we can come back and we don't have to necessarily make one for that because we already have a table. We have the porcelain one, and it should interact with that one just fine. In fact, the faucet would probably as well. So we could have saved a little bit just by doing that. So this should work for what we already have. And we could probably start alloying some other stuff up, but I haven't really looked yet to see anything that would help us out with that. But let's go ahead and see what we got. So 32 nether sludge. Not bad. So we can go ahead and see that. We can pop these guys in here. Let that start being worked on our kiln here. It's fairly quick. It could go faster. We could probably put another, our other hibachi over here on this side and possibly even try to get it stoked with the bellows and maybe make it go a little bit faster. I'm wondering if we can just use regular fire and it would make it go faster. I'm actually not 100% sure on that. No, that looks like about the same speed, honestly. Might have to be stoked. But in all fairness, this is actually going not bad. So we just need to get enough for like 9 crafts. And then we should be good to go. And we should be able to craft up our blast furnace. Start getting a little bit of steel. I don't know. We might actually be able to make steel armor. Steel armor would be a big plus than what we're using right now. That would be pretty awesome. Alright, so there we go. We got 8 of those guys. And we can actually go ahead and start setting this recipe up in here. which would be something like this. And there we go. So we can already craft 2 sets of these, which is not too bad. And this will give us halfway to another craft. So as you can see, we're probably going to need quite a bit of this nether sludge. So I'm going to have to slowly but surely just kind of let this work and do itself. And I'll try to get this done between episodes, I think. So you guys don't have to sit here and watch it the whole time. But for the most part, yeah, see, all right. We'll go ahead and do this last little bit and get that last craft in there. Might as well, right? What else could we work on? What can we work on for just a minute to kind of get us a little bit more work? So if you guys find anything out as far as like mining actual iron ore and such, let me know down in the comments below. That would be awesome. I'd greatly appreciate it. I'll keep an eye out for them. As it sits right now, what do we need? We need 6 more crafts, so we need like 24 more of those. It's going to take a little bit more work, but we're getting there. Alright, so in the meantime, let's go ahead and see if we can do like another quest. I'm not a big fan of this armor, honestly. I don't really like that. I'm not a big fan of the mod. I'm nothing against it. I'm just not a fan of it. Practical, huh? Oak tool rack. And you're going to give me a potion of swiftness? Do I really want to waste a piece of iron just to make that? A metal barrel wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but it does take a little bit of iron to actually get that accomplished. So it's like we're getting to that point where we're needing more iron, which is why I feel like we're kind of getting to a very, very crazy point in this, because we don't have access to getting that kind of iron. Like someone said, we could maybe get Silk Touch and maybe put it on something else, but what I'm seeing right now, we're kind of getting a little stuck. So we're just going to have to take it easy, keep our wits about us, and attempt to just kind of go from where we're going. Now, I guess what I could do is we could go ahead and use a bronze coin and try for the ore bag and see if we get a little bit of extra iron. That might be worth doing. So there's our ore bag, so we can just go ahead and do that. And there we go. 2 ore bags. And diamond ore and nether quartz ore. Well, that was not super. The diamond's nice. We can also, I did notice, I think we can actually put lapis onto our pickaxe for fortune, which would be very handy as well. Can we craft the pickaxe from this? I think he disabled that as well. What the heck is that? Oh, that's the crook. Is that a gun? Oh, that's a tree tap. Wow. There's a Ender.io tree tap that works in with Tech Reborn? Oh, that's pretty darn cool, if you ask me. Yeah, it looks like he removed the ability to make pickaxes from Ender.io, which those are pretty powerful, so completely understandable. Alright, so I guess what we're going to be doing, guys, is I'm just going to be kind of working this along. Probably in the next episode, we might be able to get enough to make us our wonderful blast furnace, and slowly but surely go from there, because we're going to probably need the steel, so, or the iron for the steel, so we're going to have to kind of hold off on doing that. We're going to need about a few more crafts of that. So I'm just going to kind of let this work, guys. That's going to be it for today's episode. Still a little shorter than normal, and I apologize for that, but until we figure this out, it's going to be maybe a little slow going, because I don't want to just mine up all the iron in the area just to get these nuggets worth of iron to just make some more, unless we go out and do some exploring and maybe find some more, you know, iron armor for tossing into the crucible or something. So but yeah, if you guys have any helpful tips, tricks, or comments, feel free to put in the comment section down below. If you guys would be sure to hit that like button, it really helps me out. It lets me know you guys are enjoying the series. And yeah, thank you guys again for watching. We'll see you back in the next episode. Until then, goodbye.